Eyram. Vionanye. Eyram. 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 I've mentioned your name. If you know the meaning of your name, then stop disgracing us. Because ours are modest and sensible thinkers, respectful in all standards. The fact that you are living in your body doesn't make you a gang. The fact that you are living in Accra has not changed you from being an Ewe with morals, not to come and speak against children with disability. Young.
So for me no ka say the part to part see how the movement no ase nkrofo bebre na no mobuafu Eyram Deborah say the bebre na enim say your friend no me no ka say the Counsellor Luterodt waba bontin no no abetutu bi e de ama no ni nyina mu ane se ensem a abayoa no ebe kan ye e de fa na donko ata ne ba Childr3n ho a we nyina enim say akora ne de oyare kakra ene ade ma me no krampo e bom paye say akora no ho ebeto no ne no e na twe say abra hit no eba ye no yesin tokọ we eni formula e na Childr3n abayoa efo afon si ne nim na oboy attack no attack ne mano ankasa keka nsem a pe e de chiro mo se ne yefunu enye eni nti sebi mpanyifo mo animu a akwakọ wo ayarefo ene ade o de yenkwai na nsem a okeka ye ene ade no Counsellor Babontin matutu bi e de ama no yenko ne nkoti mra.
All right, so good morning wherever you're watching me from, and this is to say to all mothers, fathers, or families that are managing children with a certain level of disability. Either your child will be a cerebral palsy child, lack of oxygen to the brain during delivery or before delivery, or your child will be a Down syndrome child whose formation had some particular deformity, or your child will be an autistic child whose intellectual engagement will be solid, but it's difficult to have some completion of the cycle. But physically, most of them are mobile. Cerebral palsy children have some difficulties physically to be moving, and Down syndrome children doesn't have the composure totally. Ladies and gentlemen, an education has always been on my page, especially because the CL Foundation for Health that just released an award that was received by President Joe Biden in America for our effort to stop NsuoBa, autism, and other things in our capacity in Ghana, putting smiles on the faces of mothers who have children with disability. We just received an award in this 1st December, and thanks to all of you who have been supporting us. And this video is to encourage any mother who has a child with disability that it is not your fault. It is not your fault. And I'm saying this because I just saw a video from Eyram Att, the former side chick of the First Atlantic Bank CFO, Mr. Nimako, trying to say she's wanting to educate people about cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, or whatever, autistic children. Eyram, whoever knows her, I've been looking for her contact to talk to her direct. If you can help me, I'll be very grateful to stop her. She can play her games. She can deal with whoever she wants to deal with, but she should really get off children with disability. Not because we have one home. Not because we cannot advertise our own. We encourage mothers to let their children not become their burden, but their blessing. So if you find a mother who has brought the child into the space, whether on social media or carried the child to a program or anywhere, it is in Ghana that they can't even transport them from one place to the other. It is in Ghana that the disability sign in all our malls, churches, and shops, you can still find trucks parked there and nobody arrests anybody. Eyram, you are not knowledgeable in this area. So let me encourage you for the first time, not a warning. Stop the lecture immediately because you are polluting people. And number 2, you need to find a space to apologize to Nana Donkwata, that her womb has produced 6 children. Can you stop this excitement or this euphoria or whatever it is that you are going through? I don't know if you've gone for diagnosis to see whether after the fallout, you might be going through a level of mental disorder, which is normal. Depression is one of them. Or you are in the state of denial in the 5 stages of your grieving point. When you are grieving, you need to seek for professional help. Don't bring your trouble on disabled children in any capacity. This is not a warning by a caution. Stop the lecture immediately because you don't have knowledge about what you're doing. Who told you that there's a womb that has been created on this earth to produce children with disability? Please don't do this again. You are a young girl, a small girl, who believes that you are beautiful, and you have gone to court. This is not boldness. In my capacity, your right to go to court is there. But like one time, I want to quote a politician who said, any fool can go to court. You are ill-advised, not reading the laws of the country. And once the statement is in public domain, everybody, including myself, can have analysis and discussion on it. Why do you have to involve children with disability and say you are starting a program of a knowledge you don't know? I don't want to warn you, but hear me. Hear me. Hear me again. Eyram, adabla. Medekuku. Nakonwele. Eyram. Eyram. Viona nye. Eyram. 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 I've mentioned your name. If you know the meaning of your name, then stop disgracing us. Because ours are modest and sensible thinkers, respectful in all standards. The fact that you are living in your body doesn't make you a gang. The fact that you are living in Accra has not changed you from being an Ewe with morals, not to come and speak against children with disability. Young girl, you are not close to birth. And whether your womb will produce such children, it is better for you to learn now how to manage them. Don't cause any mother to tear up. We are happy now that women are not taking their children to the riverside. We are happy as a foundation that mothers are able to take their children to church with autism. We are happy now that people are even understanding how autistic children behave in public space. How dare you? How dare you, with little knowledge, come to speak against children with disability? Hear me. Do all your things. Manage your discomfort, your displeasure. You can do all your insults in the world. Do all your spiritual attack in the world. But never again go on any page to talk about disability. Especially autism, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, or any form of disability in the life of any child. Not just Nana Donkwater's child. If you touch one blind person, you've touched all the blind people. As the founder of a big foundation that has been recognized, if I don't poke my nose into this, then all these awards we are getting, like this one that we just received in the US, and like the other one that I don't have it here to show you, but go to my pages there, directly from the president of the United States of America, because they have seen what we are doing. Don't come here and say that somebody wants to catch on a child with disability, so they told them and they still delivered it. I don't want to use strong words on you. I am not afraid of you. Spiritually, I am not. Physically, I am not. But let me caution you. Never in any way bring any conversation on disability. If you want to fight Nana Donkwata, go ahead. But don't ever come and talk about disability again. And let me correct you. Maybe you don't know. It's only counting. And if you know what it took Nana after tearing to bring this child to the public space as part of the therapeutic moment of healing. You won't come and talk. And Nana have the right to say anything that is on social media. But you don't have the right to mock any child with disability on social media. And saying that all the children are disability children. Be careful. And for the rest of you who think that because Nana came to or speak about her issue, she has the right to talk about children with disability. Please. Some of you are respected. Some of you have watched your